Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back. Hey, so some of you might have noticed there wasn't a video last week, or this week. This video comes out last week. So some of you will notice there wasn't a video last week. It was Thanksgiving. Spent time with the family. Like I said, I do this on the weekends and, you know, when I'm not working. So Thanksgiving was kind of Thursday-ish on a weekend, kind of basically wasn't working. So I spent time with the family. So we're right back to it this week. Snow's come. We're not going to get a lot, but it's kind of a reminder that we got to get some stuff ready. So I'm going to bring the tractor in over here, weld up some lights that have kind of rattled loose, and then want to get something to stick up my old chimney pipes. That way the cold air stops coming down it. And we'll see what else we got going along. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Put you guys on time lapse. Going to get the shop kind of opened up, warmed up, get something stuck up there, and then bring the tractor in and show you what we got. Okay? All right. Okay. So I had to run up to the house. I got this old chimney pipe here, you know, and there used to, at one point, I'm assuming, was a wood burner that sat there. And I'd like to put another wood burner in, so I don't want to get rid of the chimney pipe just quite yet. But there's a lot of cold air that comes down it. So I did what probably any guy would do. You know when you buy that new bedding, you get that little cheap, cheesy garbage throw pillow? Well, I bought new bedding like a long time ago, and I just kept onto this pillow figuring, you know, cats, dogs, whatever, somebody uses it. Now I found its permanent home in the chimney. I mean, it's pretty gross anyways, so it's either going in there or going in the trash. Might as well get a little bit more use out of it. Let's see if we can stick her in. Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Is this thing attached? Who hooked that up? Oh, it's not attached, is it? Nope, it just moves. Cool. So we'll be fixing that. Oh, that's dangerous. They went through the process of putting it together, hooking it up for the most part. They just didn't put the screws in it. Don't touch that. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Maybe you can see it on the camera. It goes kind of up, makes this weird bend right here at the top. It kind of goes out and then back through to go out. I'm thinking I'm just gonna cut it, fill that hole in, straight out the top. Put a little chimney cap on it and call it a day. I don't necessarily like elbows and whatnot out on a chimney. Also, it's just single walled chimney, and it really needs to be a triple walled chimney. You can see she got a little warm. We're gonna replace all that foam anyways. So I'm gonna get a triple wall chimney just for this, you know, through the roof section of the shop, just so that way we don't have to run the risk of burning the place to the ground. But this is all down the road. So let's get the tractor fired up. Oh, got a treat for you guys. We're gonna do a cold start. Not even gonna warm the glow plugs. And it's cold. We're just gonna let her crank. Hopefully the battery's good on it. Don't know. Let her get started and get warmed up and be ready to go. So. You can do it. Oh, so close. There she is. All right, so we're going to let that warm up. We're going to move it over and then show you guys what we got to fix on it and get it ready for the winter time. So get her done. Alright, so we got the tractor in. Now let's address the issues. So, tell you what, this thing is Frankenstein together. Not in a good way. You can definitely tell I worked on it. So, remember, like we talked about in our last video, I'm not a welder. They don't look pretty, but they will hold. I welded these studs on here. See, I'm not a welder, but it's not coming off of there, guaranteed. Welded those studs on there for these lights. Problem is, the lights, the bolts suck. So, probably gonna grab a hammer and beat the crap out of that thing till it comes off, or maybe weld on a different spot, maybe right below it, or right below it or right above it. But anyways, that light's gone because the nut sucks, the bolt sucks, stripped it right off. Light went flying off when it was being transported down the road one day. These ones here, great. Those are off of a forklift from work. They were gonna throw them away because most of the bulbs are out. And I'm like, well, they're LEDs, I'll take them. Those are great, they work wonderful. These cheap Amazon lights, I halfway work. Wouldn't be opposed if they came off, but it's definitely nice in the, oops, there you are. It's definitely nice in the wintertime. Let me just do this. Actually, let me just do this. I can't multitask to save my life. So there, now you guys can see me. Okay, we'll talk about it, then I'll show you whatever. These were cheap Amazon lights, and they work great. I put them like this, that way if I needed lights on the front, I can flip them up, have light on the front. It didn't kind of work out that way, and I just don't know. I think if I can get a different bolt in it, maybe it'll help it. It should not spin like this when that's tight. And then we got to tear these apart, the factory ones, because they stopped working. Well, actually, that one stopped working, and this one continued to work, but then now this one stopped working. So I'm thinking the bolts are blown. So we're gonna tear it apart, see if they are. If they are, great. Go to the store tomorrow, get some new bulbs, throw them on there. Then other than that, it's gonna just be maintenance on the tractor before winter. I use this thing the most in the wintertime, plowing drives, whatnot. My drive, neighbor's drive, anybody's drive, I don't care. I get bored, so I just plow. But yeah, let's do the maintenance on it, get it back up to where it should be. Let's see what we got. How am I gonna get those off? First, I'm gonna gather up some parts and see, make sure I even got the stuff to do that. And then probably gonna tear this apart, dig into it, maybe fix the wiring up a little bit. Fix wiring up a lot of it. Make it not so hazardous. Pretty sure that's just, yep, cheap old speaker wire, basically. Alright, let's see what we got. So a guy started out with just, well, I've been watching too much of Vice Grip Garage. I'm starting to talk like him. So started out by just turning the lights on to see which ones work and which ones don't. So these ones work, except for, let's see if I can cover it. Can't. There's like 3 bulbs out on the top. This one works with 3 bulbs out on the top. Cheapo Amazon light. Uh-oh. Well, it does. Probably a bad short or a bad ground. This one, Rockstar, working. Nothing. All right. Got a wire hanging here. Oh, okay. Just a bad ground. Turn signals, like I said, Pretty sure they don't work. This one should be on. It's not. That one should be on. It's not. Let's see. Hello? Nope. Nope. I know. Sounds crazy, but yep. Oh, that one's just loose. That's probably what's wrong with that. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So, again, we're going to scrounge up some parts and see what we got going on here. I must have been in a hurry when I put these lights on because I didn't do a single one right. Came close. I came close on this one. I came pretty close on this one. So they had this like these little keepers for the nut that came with. Excuse me, which is fine. I added a lock washer just to kind of push it away from the weld. I don't know why. But then I also put on an extra nut to keep it from spinning. So this one, this one's pretty good. I mean, yeah, it moves, but it's just the light moving on that. It'll be fine. That one's good. Other than the wiring, I had butt connector to power, just gonna bypass this butt connector and just that wire that looks like crap, plug her in there, good to go. That one, not too disappointed with. That seems like my kind of work. This one, not impressed. Only one nut, not even the right nut. So the nut's the nut's loose as well, but it doesn't catch. So I'm gonna have to hunt a nut that'll fit that with this size thread, and then use this as kind of a jam nut. Washers on the back, sure, those will work. Again, with the butt connector to butt connector, not sure why. Okay, touched that one and it fell over, so again, I just was in a hurry and put the wrong nut on the wrong spot, so just need to pull that apart, switch those around. That'll tighten that up and fix that wiring as well, because it's jinkety. Not even sure where this light went to. It's gone. So we're just gonna snip it so I don't have a live power wire just dangling, and then kind of take that off. Okay. That's my update. That's my game plan. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Yep, like I said, winter is here. I'll show you. Winter is here. Yep, it's snowing. The old Ford tractor sitting out there. The old trailer sitting out there. Maybe one day I'll take the trailer back. Nah, it's fine. It can stay there. Okay, let's get her done. Larry the Cable Guy. Okay, so development. We broke a bolt off. It's not a big deal, just means it's going to be a little bit more work. So what happened is these brackets, they're basically the bolt, and so you have to be able to clock the light which way you want it, whether up or down or sideways. And I wanted mine to go vertical, but the bracket tightened up at horizontal. And so I was like, if I can get just another quarter turn out of that thing, and it was tight. And I was almost there, and then the bolt left the chat. So now it flung it all the way over here. Underneath here. Oh, golly. There we go. That's a long ways down there now. So I think my plan is try and clean that up to be able to get some kind of surface to weld, and then do the same with that. So I've got about 10 years of grinding ahead of me. And then we get to break out my arch nemesis, the Chicago electric welder. And it's not the welder's fault. It's 100% me. I'm not good at welding yet. I can get it on there and it's gonna stay, but man, it just looks so ugly. Well, I guess maybe it's not gonna stay because I'm re-welding it. Now I'll tell you though, I welded the steering rod on the tractor, and that was really bad. Not to brag or anything, but that was like 3 winters ago, I believe. Yeah, I'm surprised as well. I really thought I was gonna have to order a whole new one, but it's working, so I'll take it. All right, I'm gonna do 10,462 hours of grinding, and I will time lapse it. So that way it's only like 30 seconds for you guys. You're lucky. Okay, well, bad news, we just lost heat. Working and getting everything set up to weld, and all of a sudden the heater I had just started acting weird. I mean, flames were shooting out the top and everything. I don't know, it was weird. Started investigating. The tank got a little frosty. This is all frozen. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but somewhere there's a propane leak. So I shut the bottle off, get this taken care of, and I don't know, not safe. Might look into a different heat source. So I'm gonna figure this out, and then I'll get back with you, and we'll get this welded up and probably call it a night. Okay, so what ended up happening was the regulator ended up freezing up on it. There must have been moisture or something in there. And so, I mean, regulator, self-explanatory, it's got like a little flapper in there that opens or closes to allow so much gas out, depending on how much your thing needs and whatnot. So, must have got froze open and just dumping propane into this thing. I mean, I went through that big tank. Well, I mean, not big tank, but larger of the two. So that's your standard 20-pound tank you get at the gas station, whatever. I got just the next size up, which is like usually what you'd find in your RV to heat. Came with a, what did it come with? I didn't buy it. It came with the patio heater that was given to me. Um, Definitely want to invest in a bigger one and get a better heating system out here, but for now that's what it was. Anyways, got to get a new regulator. That's all it is. Let's get this welded up before it gets cold. It's already happening. So here we go. Get you guys set up there, and yep, that's where I'm at. What do I do with my glove? I got one glove on. I'm like, there it is. Michael Jackson over here. Okay. I want to reiterate one more time. I don't know how to weld. I do, I'm just not good at it. So if you have somebody in your life that knows how to weld and you're a younger person that learns stuff like that, I suggest you do it. It's harder to learn stuff when you get older because you just don't have the time to practice like you need to. But we're going to do it. Here we go. Wow, it wasn't even on at that time. Well, welding. Oh, you know what I forgot? Well, that looks horrible. I forgot to put a nut on there so that way it didn't crap. Didn't ruin the threads. Well, okay. Let's see if we can't force a nut on there now. How's that sound? Okay, get up there. That's going to be extremely hot for a second. And I need to try and force this nut. Okay, so we goofed up. I goofed up. You guys didn't do goof up. I goofed up. I forgot to put a nut on that before we welded it. So the proper thing to do is get a threader thingy-majig. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember. And rethread the bolt. That's the right thing you're supposed to do. Let's see if we got one. I don't know. We might. I got the tool that holds the part that threads the... Well, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't have the tool to, the part to actually fix the threads. What are the odds that I'm going to be able to run that nut on there? Slim to none. Boy, I'd like to go inside. It's cold. Can't. Gotta get the tractor done. Done procrastinated too long. Got her to start. Oh, it did not. We're not off to a good start here, people. Come on. Wasted all that time and it just was something that wiped right off. Okay, here we go. Yep, damaging the threads. Awesome. It's just weld splatter. You can do this. Not gonna hurt much. That's why you really honestly leave the bolt on actually, so you can take it off and rethread it while you're taking it off. But I forgot to do that, so I had to do it the hard way. My dad used to always tell me, you gotta learn everything the hard way, don't you? I see what you're talking about. I understand now. It all makes sense. Okay, that's done. Now, here's a bolt that I dropped earlier. There's another bolt somewhere that I dropped earlier. That's the nut. There's a bolt missing still. Oh, there it is. Got it. The light? Where'd the light go? Oh, there it is. It's on the seat. Okay. Put my 75,000 million hundred washers back there. I did a better job this time at welding that. I am improving. It's just taken me 10 million years. Okay. I think this time, if it doesn't line up, I'm going to hold the bracket where it lies and take the nut off and rotate the bracket 45 or 90 degrees, put it back on. But by golly, this time she's gonna line up. Okay. Sweet. That affirmed. Oh, I do. Is that gonna interfere with this? 100%. Get in there. Yep. Not gonna work. Okay. I need to invest in some microphones because I'm always talking to myself. And so you guys probably think I'm just sitting there working away and having no issues in the world. But nope, I'm over here like, hey, is that gonna work? Nope, let's try this. That is it. Okay, that's what we want. We're only halfway through this process. Yup. Still gotta wire the thing. Still gotta wire it. Thankfully, oh, great, it moved. Thankfully, wiring's easy. I can do wiring. Oh, the light's not moving. Well, the light's moving, the nut is not moving, it's just the bracket. So you're supposed to have extra parts when you're done, which is interesting because I was missing parts when I started. But I did replace that nut with this nut. So there we go. Okay. Golly, I'm tired. Hands get cold. I might let that thing die down for a little bit and then plug it back in. I don't know yet. Or I might go to my house and scavenge every electric fireplace. I've got 2 of those. I got an old electric heater that I don't know, was at an auction that works. And I got another electric heater that I just, again, bought at an auction. Got 4 of them total. I could bring all those out here and send my power bill through the roof. If it came down to it, but we got to finish this tonight. So. This is what happens when you procrastinate. Right here. My birthday's next week. I'll be 29. You would think by now, almost 29 years old, a guy would learn to not procrastinate. Not me, I'm in it for the long run. Procrastinate, that's my middle name. Let's just do that. This is gonna probably suck. Cool. One side done. Alrighty. I used to have this really nice wire stripper. It's great. You just literally put it on there, clip, no matter what size gauge. They are awesome. They are cheap. You can buy them almost anywhere. Pretty sure Walmart sells them. But if you're gonna do some electrical work, that is the way to go. It saved you so much time. I would have already been done with this by now and on to something else. Anyways, I used to have a pair of those. Took them over to my buddy's house we were doing something and he had these wire strippers and I was like, hey, I got something that'll work a lot better. Took them over there and forgot them. And they're still over there. Well, cool. That went too long. Cut it later. Oh, okay. See, had the wrong size that time. If I had them other ones, I never had that problem. Okay. I was able to find some shrink wrap butt connectors, so at least that will help. I'm not sighing, I'm just tired, man. Good Lord. I have this problem. Everybody thinks I'm sighing. You know, like, oh my gosh, you're annoying me, but no, I'm not. I'm just tired. Went shopping one day, it was early in the morning, and I did that. That's just how I yawn. And the lady in front of me goes, I'm trying. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I sighed. Well, I yawned. She thought I sighed. I guess, whatever. Well, way over tightened that. Oh, crap. There's the yawn. I'm definitely going to be inserting some audio into this. Some free YouTube audio. It'll be a lot of editing because it'll be like this. Gosh. Alrighty. Let's finish you up. Come on, get in there. Still smell the propane. Still smell the propane. Probably, really, honestly, should have opened the door and aired it out before I started welding. But guys, it's cold outside. I think we're in the single digits right now with the wind chill. I don't want to be out there. I don't want that out there in here. There we go. Perfect. Say 1, 2. 2 more. Okay. We were off a week for Thanksgiving, and so I got kind of lazy, and now I can't talk with that in my mouth. Now that I'm back to work, Man, everything's just kind of sore. Just a little sore. And the unfortunate part is we're coming back for 3 weeks and then we're off for 3 weeks. So I'll come back just in time for everything to get used to moving around like that again. And what do you know? We're going to take another 3 weeks off for Christmas. I'm not upset. I'm not blaming anybody. It's just the way the industry is right now. And if you're familiar with the RV industry, that's just how it goes. That's what it is. Yeah. Just got to prepare for them. I'm fine financially. I saved money up throughout the year to plan for this. The problem is I get bored. Because it's winter and I don't want to be outside and there's just nothing to do inside. And you know, it's a lot. Let's twist these together, make this really tight. I guess as long as we shrink wrap it, we'll be okay. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm in an awkward angle on this one. Uh-oh. Oh, who would have thought? Oh, here we go. Cut out 6 inches of butt connectors and now I'm a little short. It's okay. Just pulled the wire down and she's fine. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just finish this up. All I got to do really is go ahead and hook the grounds up and then we'll come back once it's all done. I really want to get these lights finished up. Not too concerned about these turn signals. Not too concerned about these turn signals, hazards. I'll probably tighten that one up. And if I take them apart today, I will. If not, I won't. But it's starting to get cold in here fast, so I want to finish this up. And then tomorrow when it's, not almost dark outside, I'll finish, or I'll take a look at this and see what's going on with it, or, what have you. But goodness gracious. Yeah, I'm going to finish this up, guys, and like I said, I'll bring it back when it's finished, so. Okay, so we got her taken care of. The GoPro died, had to use my phone. Wow, those batteries don't do good in the cold, but it's what it is. I got them all finished up. Let's see what happens here. Turn the key on. See if it blinds me or it's not going to work. Hey, wow, those aren't bad actually for cheapo Amazon lights. Oh yeah, a guy can see. Let's see, zoom out a little bit. There you go. A guy could see with those. Let's see. Let's turn the shop lights off real quick. Yeah, those will work. It'll be fine. Okay, so like I said, got those taken care of. That makes me feel a lot better. It's one thing off the plate. Get this old tractor ready for another year of plowing. I don't know. I plow at night a lot just because that's when I have free time. So lights are essential. Not only that, but in the summertime, I work at night a lot again because that's just when I have the free time. So lights are essential, both forward and back. I do think I'm going to... Oof. That's not moving, but the light is. Not good. I'm going to try and tighten that. and hope that it tightens the light down, but I'm not holding my breath. I think something might be broken on the inside. Then I'm going to get me the world's smallest Phillips screwdriver, tear this light apart. I'll bring you back once I get it apart and see what's inside of it. Okay, so yeah, just like I suspected, the light's blown. Okay, so just like I suspected, the bulb is blown. Let's see, yep, see, it's not connected anymore. Where are we at? There we go. Focus, focus. It's not going to. There, it's blown. You guys could have just believed me when I said it was blown the first time, but whatever. That's kind of what I thought. 100% positive these are straight from the factory. Never changed. So tomorrow morning, I'll run into town, grab me some new light bulbs. I'll take this one with me so that way I got it for reference. I'm going to run into town tomorrow morning and grab some new light bulbs, and then I'll come back, throw it together, and maybe even plow the driveway a little bit. Still coming down. Don't mind the dirty window. You can just barely see it. You know, you see it off in the distance. It's still snowing. It's supposed to snow most of the night. We're going to have some snow in the morning. I'm going to have to plow. Okay. All right, that's all I got for today. Come back tomorrow and finish it up. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, so it's a new day. I didn't film it, but this morning I woke up super early, went to town, got the parts to fix everything, got some light bulbs. So we now have turn signals and hazards. All of our regular lights work. We even got the brake light, running lights working. And I went a step ahead. Even got the old factory headlights working. So, okay, I'm gonna move a little bit of snow. There's not much this morning, but I kind of like it when we get just a little snow to begin with. It kind of breaks the tractor in easy, lets me start pushing snow and finding out, you know, where my flaws are gonna be this year. If I'm gonna have to do anything to the tractor, fix it, whatnot. But so let's get you guys set up. I don't know how well the GoPro is gonna do in the cold. Obviously, as you've seen, as we found out last night, it's not good. But I'll get you guys turned on and I'll get you guys set up on the tripod, and we'll see what happens. So. let's talk about a little. Let me give you guys a little tip. If you have a grader blade like I've got, and that's what you're using to push snow with, if you have a dirt driveway or you push into a yard and you don't want to tear up the grass or tear up the yard, turn your blade around and pull with the back or push with the back. It'll still grab the snow, but it won't tear up anything. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is your cutting blade. That's the side you would normally push with. But if you use the back side, like I'm gonna do right here, because I don't have any asphalt or concrete there yet, it won't tear anything up. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Like I said, this is still dirt. It's not, I haven't got around to asphalting it yet or putting concrete down, but pulls the snow away. Doesn't really dig in or tear it up like a traditional plow would, or like that thing will actually. That grader blade will do a lot of damage. Okay. All right, got that done. I didn't put tire chains on it, and it's still in 2-wheel drive. It's not in 4-wheel drive. Pretty much, like I said, I'm just out here doing a shakedown, so might as well have a little bit of fun with it while I'm at it. Put it in high gear and just punch it, let them spin. It's not hurting nothing. The tires are filled with beet juice, so they're weighted. So, I mean, it'll go. It'll spin for a second, then it'll bite and take off. But I'll get tire chains on it before we get a lot of snow where it's necessary to have tire chains. Right now, it's not necessary. But again, okay, so I got all of it pushed down right here. I'm gonna push it all over into the yard. And like I said, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna pull the pin, I'm gonna push it with the back. So that way it doesn't tear up my yard. And yeah, less work that I gotta do come springtime, really. That's that. Just in time too, because the sun just peeked up over the trees, which means I still got the whole day to do other stuff. There's plenty to do, trust me. Never ending. So I'm gonna park this thing back in the barn, and I'm gonna see if I can't hunt me. I'm gonna see if I can't find a salamander on the old Facebook page, and maybe I can purchase one. I'd rather purchase a used one. I hate buying new stuff. Spend so much money, and you can buy used just as good for a lot less. So we'll see if I can't get on Facebook and hunt me one. And I don't really want to use that propane anymore after last night. I'm telling you, man, I had flames were tickling the roof of the shop, so don't want to do that. Oh, there we go. Not only that, I don't want to use propane, not only for that reason, but I can get a salamander. They all run on kerosene, or most of them run on kerosene. And I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but you can run diesel out of a kerosene and not have to change anything. It still works just as good. And you can get diesel at any gas station. Yes, you can get propane at almost any gas station, but it costs so much just to swap them out. I don't like doing that. I'd rather just have my tanks refilled. And then that's, you know, half-hour drive. 20-minute, half-hour drive in, and 20-minute, half-hour drive home, and before you know it, you could easily lose an hour, hour and a half just by going to get propane. Or I can run down the road a mile to the gas station, have the salamander up and running in 10 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. If you have one and you want to sell it, let me know. I do need a pretty big one. I guess I don't need a big one. I'd like a big one just to put out in the barn when I'm out there working as well. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. And yeah, if you liked it, please give me a like and a subscribe. And okay. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next week.